Welcome to AI Rapid Fire, the 10-minute podcast where business meets transformation. I'm Laasya, an AI developer here at Pronix, and your host today. We're diving in today into one of the hottest debates in enterprise tech, Agentic AI and Generative AI transformations in today's world. With us today is Pam O'Meara, former Vice President of Information Technology at the Nevada Health and Vascular Center with a Master's in Healthcare Innovation. Pam brings deep experience in modernizing healthcare operations through digital transformation and has been instrumental in driving innovation that bridges clinical excellence with cutting-edge technology. Welcome to the show, Pam.
Thank you.
All right, let's get right into it. The first question that I have for you, Pam, is how can AI be used to predict heart attacks before symptoms appear?
I think because AI manages identifying patterns in data, biomarkers, and predictive modeling, this would be the best use of AI today in preventing heart attacks. In particular, Mayo Clinic has developed a program that can identify the risk of having a heart attack based on EKG data.
That's incredible. That kind of predictive power is a game changer in preventive care, truly. Thank you for that answer. The second question that I have for you, Pam, is what types of data improve the accuracy of AI in medical predictions?
From my perspective as an analyst and researcher, the most consistent data is when data is retrieved from the physical device, like imaging, wearable data, and genetics.
Perfect. Thank you. That layered approach to data really shows where AI gets its strength from. Third question that I have for you is, can AI-based diagnostic tools be implemented in resource-limited settings?
I would caution that today just because of the inconsistency in data, inoperability, and just availability of data. However, the use of AI today would be definitely dependent on technology, specifically the internet. Mobile apps are good. However, the issue of regulatory governance is critical, not only from the legality of the data, but also the accuracy of the data. So today, mobile acts as a vehicle and an inexpensive way for collecting information from the patient. Still, there needs to be some sort of governance in order to be able to get the accuracy and approval for that information being provided.
Thank you. Thank you for that reality check. That shows that access and accuracy both matter over here. The fourth question that I have for you is, how does AI improve the efficiency of scheduling patient appointments?
So this is an area that definitely can use generative AI today because the data in here is consistent. And it also helps improve the workflow for the patients to get seen by the providers. Unfortunately, even though everyone's saying that AI will be eliminating humans, the use of AI is only for scheduling appointments will not eliminate humans. It will help the front desk to provide better solution and time for the patient.
Thank you for that. It definitely sounds like AI helps flag inefficiencies rather than fully replacing the human touch. The fifth question that I have for you is, what role does AI play in reducing patient no-shows and delays?
So this is similar to the analytics for patient scheduling. This definitely can be used with AI and determining the likelihood of a patient canceling based on data in the EHR system. This would help call center resources focus on the patients and make sure that they're getting the adequate quality of care in a timely manner. It also helps the clinics so that they can ensure that time is efficiently used for the providers and getting the most patient visits in a timely manner.
Great insights. I like that dual strategy. The sixth question that I have for you is, how does real-time AI scheduling help during emergency situations?
Similar to patient scheduling, our allocation can be used, but it cannot be the sole tool for determining resources because in an emergency status, we don't know the number of people or frequency based on the location. So there should always be a head person in the emergency clinic that can determine the ebb and flow of patients coming in. However, the use of AI definitely will help that provider determine the number of resources needed.
Great insights. The next question that I have for you, Pam, is why are some healthcare providers hesitant to adopt AI tools?
It's a matter of trust. Most of the resistance comes from the providers and their lack of understanding and trust that causes doubt. Now, similar to the early or 60s when the X-ray machine came on, there was also a lack of trust. So it's a matter of education and ensuring and showing that the data that AI produces can definitely help a provider and not hinder them in providing the quality of care. Also, it should be reiterated to the providers that this is a tool to assist and not to replace the provider.
Love your point. When AI is baked into existing tools, adoption feels natural. I think that's what summarizes that. The next question that I have is, how does data interoperability impact the success of AI in healthcare?
The more data that can be fed to AI, the more it will learn and the more it can provide more accurate information from an analytics perspective. So we're still not there with data interoperability. We're getting there. So seamless data exchange across platform will boost AI model accuracy and clinical outcomes. So that's just a food for thought that we need to get data everywhere and anywhere in a consistent manner.
Perfect. That's such a tough nut to crack, especially across multiple EHR vendors. The next question that I have is, what's one practical first step hospitals can take towards adopting AI?
I think one of the main usage of it, besides the scheduling that we've already talked about, is using state-of-the-art technology and medical devices like radiology and imaging. We can start out with that because those have been proven and solutions already exist, and gain the momentum and education needed so that people can start becoming comfortable using the results coming from the AI tool.
Got it. Yep, definitely. Pilot projects are low risk, high reward. That's a strong call to action. Yep. Next question, and the final question that I have for you is, how should AI be positioned in healthcare? An assistant or a replacement?
As we've been talking the last few minutes, I've always mentioned AI as a foundational tool for the providers. It can augment their vision and their diagnosis, and that's where I see the best use of AI is today. Also in the back-end processes like scheduling, like no-shows, AI can be really helpful today because of the value it brings in to the workflow for bringing the patient in. And it isn't life-threatening like a patient visit.
Couldn't agree more that AI should inform and not override. Thank you so much, Pam. Thank you so much for your time today. This has been AI Rapid Fire. Real talk, real value, real quick. Big thanks to Pam today for bringing the heat. Don't forget to follow for weekly episodes and share this with your CIO or ERP strategist. Until next time, stay curious and stay cloud smart. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.